Do you have timer? Whoa.
Wait, hold on.
You guys are used to this.
I'm gonna start the audio. All right, tell me 3, 2, 1.
You guys synchronize your watches?
I gotta synchronize with the clock.
Oh, okay.
We're on a budget. I bought a tool to make us not have to do this, and it wasn't working right now.
Seriously?
It was just, I don't know why. I fucked up the settings at some point or another.
I just want to watch more Michael Jackson videos.
I know.
Man.
This is their podcast.
Let him talk.
This is what do you mean? This is a
Oh, I
crossover
thought you guys
episode.
have like a whole
This
thing
is-
that you do.
Should we post?
my
Hold
bad.
on.
No,
Here's
we
a
don't do
challenge.
any intro. No,
No, we
outro.
don't
We have
do-
segments.
You've
did
done
you
the
you know what?
Did you
podcast.
guys
Oh.
do like some weird thing last time I did it?
Welcome
Oh,
back
yeah,
to the Take 4 podcast.
I forgot.
My name's Diego Delgadillo.
And I'm Carlos Figueroa. And
And
today's,
today's
guests
guests
are
are
Cameron and
Fraz
Allyson.
and
Allyson
Allyson
Vistano.
Oh. Wow. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
I
we-
regret letting you do that.
we were
Yeah,
here-
it was normal. It was fine. And then you made a big scene.
Bro, yesterday when we were in your house, we were in here and how loud we were. Like the neighbors for sure think we're just gay. They're just like two gay dudes just broke
Dude.
into your house.
Allison sent us.
Why would they think that?
Well, because it was like we were
What's
moving
gay
shit
about
around and like bouncing around and filming stuff.
Oh, this
and
is
then
nice.
Okay.
Also, he put his shirt over the stove.
You think that gay
I had
guys
sweat
are
stains.
moving and bouncing?
I think when you hear two men, groaning,
Oh, there's
There was no groaning.
well,
There was
he
no
groans
groaning.
a lot. You've heard him groan.
But it's not like a.
He's
it's
a
not a
groaner.
gay groan. It's like a.
Well,
God
it's not.
Damn it.
It's not a
Groan.
gay groan, but the way you do it, I think you would think of a
Can
gay
I-
person.
Can I bring something up?
Yeah, this is your podcast, man.
Thank you.
That's so scary.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so
Well, now
Carlos has this idea. I don't know why. He goes, "We should go hang out in Los Feliz. Let's go, or Feliz, however you guys say it over here."
Fellies, los fellies.
Because
Because you're
Let's take a look at
gay.
Both of you guys Mexican?
Hold on. Carlos goes, "Let's go hang out in Los Feliz. Let's go over there. It'll be fun." Allison just okayed it, yes-anded it, sent us down there. Carlos is like, "I think there's like a good thrift store over on this corner." We walk in, and I'm like, "I don't think this is a good thrift store."
Did you go upstairs?
We didn't go upstairs
That's
because
where all the good stuff is.
Well,
for men.
it said it was like out of the closet or something like that.
I think so.
Oh, that's a
but
different one. She's not.
Oh, it's
they're
the
not.
wrong one.
Yeah, Out of the Closet's a
Oh.
chain of gay thrift
Gay
stores.
thrift
Yeah.
stores that are also double as AIDS treatment
no, that was
centers.
the
Yes.
wrong place.
Yes, it
What?
is.
That exists? I didn't
Yes,
even,
yes, yes.
that's not what
There's
I
a
meant.
pharmacy.
And Carlos gave us directions to go there.
No.
For like 25 minutes, we're driving, and
Well,
go.
This
Well,
is so much less good of a conversation.
I was
That
just
we were just talking
I'm
about?
not upset that we ended up there, but it's like, bro, you didn't think anything about the name when it said out of the closet.
well, I just looked up thrift store, and that was the first thing that popped up, and I didn't do any more research than that.
Yeah.
I
Which
didn't
is
even know
very
it was in that
typical of me.
neighborhood. I thought that Out of the Closet was in Hollywood.
There's 8 of them, I guess.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There was one in Glendale too.
Okay, well.
But anyways,
to
let's
Glendale.
get because I like the other conversation more. So you don't like song names that have people names in them.
Isn't this insane?
That's kind of crazy.
This
to me.
is so.
It's actually
This is such a bad.
I also
take.
don't get how you thought. Is it legit? Just like it's the way it itches your brain,
Mm-hmm.
you can't function. Is it because there's some things you can't explain, but I don't like it.
Well, everyone's mad at me about how I feel about music because it like isn't. It's not. I'm not saying this is how people should think. When I hear music that has a name in it, first of all, the ones I usually hate are a gross name.
Like a person's name. That's
like
what
a
you're talking about. You're
gross
saying-
name. It's always like an old, like I think of like an old decrepit woman, and it's always like a very white-ish sounding name, and it reminds me of my own mortality, and it makes me grossed out.
What about
Oh.
Roxanne? Roxanne's a
I
good
hate
song.
that name. I
Roxanne.
hate
You
the name.
hate Roxanne?
Ugh.
I'm just trying to think of
That's
songs with this
insane.
name.
What's wrong with Roxanne? You got an ex?
Billie
It just
Jean.
sounds gross. That sounds gross.
Jolene.
Gross.
Eleanor Rigby.
That's a song.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
Beatles
good.
song.
There's one with my name, and I
Ooh.
hate it. There's
Je-
one with my name. and I
Allyson.
Jesse's girl?
hate it.
Because that's a guy's name, but it's his girl.
The ones I
Yeah.
like, the ones I
Stacy's
like.
mom.
Stacy's good.
Oh, I thought you
Stacy's
thought
mom
you
is a
liked
good
Stacey.
song.
Dude, they need to bring
That's-
back the name Stacy.
What's
When's the
that?
last time you met a Stacy?
I have a friend named Stacy.
Stacey's
What
still
about
around.
that one
Oh.
song from?
Can I say the
from-
ones that I
I don't
like?
know any Stacy.
Okay, so there
But
are
do you know,
some.
wait, do you know, but do you know what
Too
it
many
is too?
Mexican
I
names
think
these
it
days.
really is the person singing it making the name creepier to me, because then I told him there's like other bands like Outkast that can do no wrong. They can break all of the rules that I'm saying, but it's just the way the song feels.
Are there any
Oh,
other
Miss
bands
Jackson.
that could break the rules?
I said
I was thinking about Roses.
Amine? How do you say that guy's name?
Oh.
Amine?
But
Yeah,
Miss
that guy.
Jackson, that's a good one.
Yeah. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. That's a classic.
That's what I'm
That's-
saying though. I'm like, but there's a lot of people that I don't, that are like the people's favorite song, and I'm like, I hate this.
You just don't like it when somebody sings another person's name.
It's gross.
But it's not even the
gross.
music though.
Carlos.
Yeah, I hate that.
Figueroa.
That makes me so uncomfortable. And I hate the birthday song
Carlos.
too.
The birthday song?
I-
Everyone hates the birthday song.
No,
Nobody likes
people
the
like
birthday
the birthday song.
Happy
Bitches,
The white one.
Bitches.
birthday
No.
to you. Oh.
any of them.
Not the black one. Everyone loves the black
No,
one.
black one's really
no,
good.
I don't like
You
that one
hate the
either.
black
I don't
one?
like the Mexican one.
You hate
I
the
don't like
black
the
one?
Filipino one. I don't like any of the races.
Oh my god.
I don't like the white one.
But you love the Russian one? Weird one to co-sign right now, dude.
What's the Russian one?
С днём рождения.
Okay, that one actually
You
sounds
speak
good.
Russian?
С днём рождения.
That's I never knew he could speak Russian.
Ati, not the
That's
Ati.
No,
crazy.
that's how they say.
That's episode
С
40
днём
reveal.
рождения.
Yeah, that was wild. Are you Russian? I was telling them the
I'm
other
not
day
supposed to speak
because they were
Oh,
saying,
you could be a Russian spy posing as a Mexican.
Spy? I didn't say nothing about
and he
being a
looks
spy.
Jewish, doesn't he? I was telling them that they look alike and that he looks Jewish because she doesn't make sense to him.
Wait, can we go back to the original conversation? Because I have a question for you. Is there no, because Cameron just loves music so much that he doesn't have any biases. Is there no musician that creeps you out and makes you feel like so weird that you just don't fuck with their music?
Ariana
Bjork.
Grande.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I like Bjork. But
Ariana
like,
Grande.
I used,
Okay.
when I was little, I watched this documentary about this guy that killed himself because he was like a super Bjork fan. And
That's a funny reason to kill yourself.
no. And he recorded it. He was like, it was like before the internet. So he just made tapes of like, Bjork, I love you so much. Bjork, please, please. And then at some point he got like too much.
He's cooking for her.
Well-
Bjork, I got you this beautiful, nice peanut butter jelly sandwich.
And he would like mail her the tapes. And at some point it got to too much that like he wasn't getting attention from her. He's like, Bjork, I'm sorry. I can't do this anymore. And he just fucking ended it. And he recorded it on tape.
Bro.
And that ruined Bjork's
Okay,
life.
that is not the question.
It
I
ruined her
asked.
life?
Well, yeah.
She
Well,
went-
also because you got to admit, Bjork is a little like in her later years.
I get creeped out by a
kinda
lot
creepy
of-
looking.
so she got
artists.
stand. She got stand for real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about the movie? What about the song Stand?
Oh, Eminem creeps me out.
Ooh,
I fucking hate
Stan's
Eminem.
good.
No, I like some of Eminem.
Stand.
Or Ben, like, but it's like the
Stand,
the 2.5
stand,
Man theme song.
stand,
Yeah.
stand.
Who else do I don't like?
Stanley,
Yeah, I guess
Stan.
Michael Jackson's mine.
You know what
I don't like
song
his
I
music,
like?
but he's creepy.
Do you know what song I like with the name in the song?
What?
That's So Raven theme song.
Ooh.
Now that shit is like.
That's
That's a
slaps.
fire
I think
song.
I might just
That's a
like when
bop.
certain black people do it. Like I feel like they're the only ones I'm listing that are getting away with it. Outcast. How do you say that guy's name?
Amine.
Amine, Raven Baxter.
Raven Simone.
Yeah.
But then Michael Jackson's black.
But like, is he though? Because what the? He basically is a lizard man that I used to know at work.
Yeah.
Oh,
I knew
should
a
we talk
man.
about the lizard man?
I knew a
Did he
man.
have a
lizard
split
man.
tongue? Tell
He
me how
had
to split
everything.
tongue.
He had no ears.
Yes.
And then he was transitioning into a woman. So he went from man to lizard to woman lizard.
Oh my God.
But that's-
Imagine how offensive that is to women. You're like, wait, we weren't even the second choice. You thought lizard was more viable to live through this life than
the
a woman.
classic trans
But to,
reptile.
but to me, Michael Jackson is not a black guy. He's a trans lizard.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
A
Like-
trans lizard pedophile.
But like when he was young and he was still a person, then
Easy,
yeah, like he could get away
easy.
with it.
Uh-huh.
If he was like young and like 10 years old and sang a song about a girl's name, I'd probably like, I fuck with this. But then he transitioned into a lizard woman and I can't.
I
like,
fucking hate kid entertainers.
Oh, I love him.
Like music wise,
Lil Bow Wow.
music wise,
Justin
comedy wise.
Bieber?
Jojo Siwa?
Yeah, nothing for Jojo Siwa.
well, she
Wait,
obviously
okay,
not
do you,
sucks.
do you mean
interested.
children that are entertainers or people that do
Entertain.
entertainment for children?
No.
I
Children
fuck with
that
the
are
Wiggles
entertainers.
heavy.
Like, cause
I
Drake
Wiggles-
and Josh,
Wiggles-
Drake and Josh was fire.
Drake and Josh was fire.
Drake and Josh was super. iCarly.
Okay, but you're talking about. I thought you were talking about music.
No, for music. Well, even
Drake did
music
music.
too. Music too. Who am I thinking? Like when Michael Jackson was a kid, but he was already.
The Jackson 5.
Yeah, the Jackson.
You
5.
don't like that.
No. That's the one exception because I was already an adult. I was already born when he was already an adult. So that's the past. That's cool. But now, if somebody's playing the cool kid that's doing music,
I need
no
an
interest.
example. I need
What
an
about the
example.
Naked Brothers band? Did you fuck with that?
I love the Naked
loved
Brothers.
them.
Rosalina.
Oh,
Rosalina.
Have you seen her now?
Kinda like Rosalina?
I didn't fuck with the Naked
Have
Brothers.
you guys seen Rosalina now?
No, but you've seen the.
She's on like a reality show, like a Love Island type thing.
Ooh.
That's not her.
I swear,
That's
not
her?
Love Island,
I've
but
seen
like
her.
one of
Ali
those
D'Amico.
islands. One of those islands. And she's like, some of you guys might recognize me. I was a child actress.
Imagine your island getting colonized and you're just on one section and you look over, you're like, hold on, they're kissing? They just came here to film themselves kissing? How offended you'd be? You're like, they took everything. We have nothing, and now they're just on your fucking on these islands.
Yeah.
You know, well,
Yeah,
you
that's
know how
real,
much,
dude.
you know how
I
it
never even
started.
thought about that.
You know how it
Think about
started? They're like,
Wow.
oh my
Somebody
God,
lived on those islands.
they're sending us all these hot people as a gift. This is fucking awesome. And then they're just watching them fuck. They're like, okay, this is kind of cool. And then it gets to a point where they don't get any play, and it just gets really sad.
It's always sad when no one
Yeah.
gets play.
That would be a good show. Just
No
like a
Pussy
show
Island.
Yeah, no, they put a bunch of
Whoa.
versions out there. Like, so what are we doing wrong?
It's just Pablo being like, yeah, last night we were laying next to each other and she turned on her side.
So I'm fucking laying there. And
You know about this? That's so funny.
He told us last
Yeah,
night.
we laugh about this so much because, well, I remember one day I pointed out because we were just talking, and then at one point I'm like, wait, that's it?
Wait, explain what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, 'cause-
okay.
Say a friend.
So we have our friend. We have a friend who.
After saying his name.
Well, I'm just saying for context, not for
okay.
protecting him. I don't care if he's protected.
I'll bleep the name. So we have a friend who at some point had to live with a girl non-romantically.
Giving away the whole plot.
Well,
From the outside.
they went in under the presumption that it was non-romantic, but they shared a bed. They had to share a bed. So he'd call us every morning after and be like, "Dude, you're not gonna believe this."
And he would say it like this.
And
The
he'd be
buildup was crazy.
he'd be whispering because she's in the room still. so we're laying there last night, and hold on. Okay, so we're laying there last night, and like I'm kind of like on my side, like facing her, and then she turns to the other side, and like, but like her pajamas were like kind of like on, and then I turn around, and she never turned back. So like, what do you think that's about?
No Pussy Island.
The
And that's
trailer.
where the fucking.
Well, also he
Yes.
would be, the buildup would be like, so we're laying there in bed and I'm like, my hands on her back and I'm rubbing her back, and then like I put the covers over, and then like I start tucking her in, and then like I'm like giving her some water, and then at one point we're like we're looking at each other's eyes, just sitting there, and then she closes her eyes. And then that's it. Nothing happens. And it was every time he'd be like, "Yeah, so
No.
I'm rubbing
So-
her back." And then
so-
she's talking to some guy
Yeah.
on the phone.
So she's on the phone with this guy.
She, by the way, she literally was sexting another person.
Oh.
Yeah. So then she puts her phone down.
You know, want to know the real story? The real story is that she's sexting another guy and it's too loud. Her texting is too loud, and he's like, "I'm trying to sleep."
That's
I don't know why
hilarious.
she's fucking getting all these text messages giggling.
Okay, this podcast is a full attack.
No,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it's gone attack at this point.
I love you, buddy.
That's not a good.
Everyone
thing.
say it. Everyone has to say it before you.
No Pussy Island.
Oh.
I would
the
love
re-
No Pussy Island. I
No,
think that'd be
say that you
amazing.
care about him and that you don't mean that.
I didn't say it.
Do you-
I'm pro Pablo.
Do you think that no
Don't
pussy?
say
Pablo
We're moving
Pantaleon,
on.
the
We're-
guy that gets
we're
no
mo-
pussy that you were
we're
just talking about?
We're moving on.
I love that guy. I'm
I
not going
think
to talk
that-
shit about him.
I think that No
No
Pussy
one's talking
Island.
shit.
Okay. Let's get Pablo on the phone.
I'm
I'm going to
trying
call
to-
Pablo.
Yeah,
I'm
call
gonna see what he
Pablo.
has
I've
to say
never
about
tried to
this.
move on harder from a conversation. I think No Pussy Island. Are you trying to do a thing where like the guys that are on it, it's like it would be a miracle if they got pussy, or are they guys that can get pussy and you're trying to challenge them and make it harder for them to get pussy?
Ooh, I prefer the idea that they all come in like my
like
name's
Rudy.
Larry. I'm 37. I've never met a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that kind of energy, and they're all like they have one coach, and they're all doing challenges to see how they like a simulation for them getting
Yeah.
pussy. So it's like
That's
you're in
great.
a bar,
Yeah.
and within 30 minutes. You have to talk to that woman alone across from the bar.
Oh, he just has to
Sweating,
talk to her.
just
Yeah, he's just sitting there with his drink, like,
Okay.
and then he finally like walks by and goes, "You know what time it is?" And then that's it. That's the end of the challenge.
Does
He has
that-
30 minutes to actually make a move.
Well, no. I actually think there should be rules like you can't ask her what time it is. You're
Yeah.
not.
You're disqualified.
You're not allowed to
You
ask
ask
her
for the time.
You can't ask her what time it is or what day it is. You have to say a different thing.
You're like, "Oh,
What
sorry,
day is
we had
it?"
to vote off Larry last week. He's the first person in a row." to go up to that woman and go, "Oh man, getting late, huh?"
They make everyone delete the weather app from their phone.
The challenge by the end. We also, do the women know?
They hopefully
No, because I think it's
it's
better.
not
What do we do?
consensual
Okay,
island.
Do we get?
They're not
Okay,
fucking them.
now we got a show.
We got
No,
30 incels,
there's plenty of-
10 women that don't know what's going on.
No, I meant because they're not fucking them. All they're doing is they have to go and talk to them.
Yeah.
So
Well, they're like actors. They're actors, and they have to go with it and
But
be
that's
like,
so easy. If you know it's an actor.
I don't think so, though.
No.
Do we get like UFC ring girl, like the most
Like hot.
insane?
Yeah,
They have to be
bitches?
hot. They have to be hot because it has to be intimidating.
Okay, yeah, maybe not actors, but they know. Okay, your thing is like be open to them talking to you. Like, just don't like be a bitch, but be real. Like, if it's going well, act if it was going
You know
well.
who would be
Is it-
great for No Pussy Island?
Who?
My brother.
Your brother? You think your brother would kill?
Yeah.
Oh my
Your
God.
brother gets pussy, doesn't he?
Oh, this is a different brother.
Oh,
But he would make it very hard for the person to want to give him pussy.
what would he do?
Dude, it's so crazy that you'll say this, but you won't say Pablo's name. But you'd be like, my
Well-
brother gets no pussy. He's going to listen to this.
No, he's not.
I'm going to send him the link.
Please don't. Then you're
Also,
about to get. He's about to be.
By the way, what you guys are describing is already a show.
What?
It's called
Really?
Love on the Spectrum.
Oh, shut
Oh.
up. Shut up.
Hack.
Shut up.
No,
Hack.
don't. We can't.
Don't.
We can't
What do
do
you
that.
got? What?
You know what?
He's so old.
You know
he
who?
gets the
You know
CD
who's?
discount at
You
Dick's.
know who's about to be on No Pussy Island? Is this guy?
So what? You guys don't agree with me?
I've never seen Love on the Spectrum. It got played
First
out.
of all, they're exactly what you're describing. Their names are Larry. They're 36. They've never talked to a woman. They don't know how to make conversation.
They're being set up on a date. now.
And
Yeah.
But
by
also,
the
yeah,
way,
don't they-
the
you
people
don't
they're
date?
dating, they're actors.
Well,
No
that's
way.
That's Cameron's
Is this
weird
a
theory.
Oh, dude, wait,
This is
no,
another
you'll love this.
conspiracy
It's not a
theory.
so two things because I want to talk about this because you love the conspiracy theory shit. So we were talking about this the other day. I was obsessed for one day on this. There was this serial killer who was the most open and honest, but clearly a sociopath. And there was like 3 or 4 TikToks. And the first one opens up with this cop on a body cam footage walking up to this guy, 16, 17, country white guy, nerdy. And he goes, hey, your parents called us about something they found in your room.
I
Do you
saw
have an
that.
idea of what that might be? And he looks at them. The most theater kid anime villain energy ever looks at him and he goes, oh, I think that would be a human head and hands. And it cuts to a 911 phone call of his mom going like, I was cleaning his room because it stinked and there was this plastic bag and it was a human head and hands.
Yeah.
And then it gets even weirder because flash forward a few videos because they're just
What?
talking about the kind of person he is, blah, blah,
I've seen
blah.
all these videos too.
There's a video of him doing an interview and they're like, he is so openly a sociopath that he's displaying all signs so clearly. Worst poker face of all time.
He's also like straight up just saying, so get this. So I'm driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw a homeless guy.
And she had her
No, it was a
pajamas
man.
were on, right? Her pajamas were kind of on, right? And sorry, go ahead.
No, so he's like, I'm driving and you're not going to believe this. A fucking homeless guy. Am I right? And,
Yeah, I feel you.
and he goes, and it was just so easy to kill him.
He's like, I've been
Sure.
meaning to murder someone.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm already
He's-
thinking.
and he thinks he's
Yeah.
like this Victoria. He's like, I was making animal noises, and he's like on all.
Yeah.
Four. He's like, do you mind if I act it out for you?
And he gets on his hands and
Very
knees and goes, so I was straddling him like this and I was like, die. And then at one point I was like, it's just this part of me that came out and I just start grunting and making animal noises and going, stinky, 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 stinky. And then they cut to, and after going through his social media, we found multiple accounts labeled this stinky boy. And it was like, is this his alter ego? And it's like, this is just a nerd who wants to kill people. But and he was like, I figured I might as well confess because, you know, it's first degree murder and I'll probably get 15, 20 years. And he's like, yeah, you're probably going to get that. And he goes, oh, God, man, just the smell of his blood. So
and the worst part
exhilarating.
is, in 10 to 15 years, there's gonna be women that are obsessed with him.
yeah.
Because
Dude, why
there's-
do-
there
Also,
are-
he'll be
there already
young
are.
when he gets out.
There's
He's
gonna
not
be
that old.
there's gonna be
Yeah,
women trying to fuck him while he's in prison.
Why do women want to fuck serial killers?
But I don't want to do that.
But why? You talk with
as
them.
you don't
for
have-
all women?
From the women perspective, what do you hear?
Well, I think
Woman to woman.
I think that the ones that, well, it's fame first of all.
That's it?
Well, no, partly fame, right? Partly fame, And
10 more years.
I mean, someone that's in jail. Yeah, you don't know that fame is the easiest way to get pussy. What is this, like a new?
I've seen some famous people that belong on No Pussy Island.
Sure.
Yeah.
But you have such bad reasoning because you'll be like Pete Davidson. It's like, no, he's gonna get pussy.
I never
Yeah,
said Pete.
sure.
He gets the most out of every.
I
Famous
know,
person
but you
in the
just
history
yeah.
book.
But sorry, keep going.
going.
If someone's in jail,
Mm-hmm.
that is a number one thing girls love.
Yeah.
Because guess what?
That's hot.
Guess what? Guess what? Where are they going?
Yeah.
Where can they go?
To Buttle
We took 10 prisoners.
and
Gave them 30 days.
Yeah, and put them in front of a room full of lube.
Some boy butter.
Yeah, boy butter.
Because you know what happens to every girl that gets in a relationship with one of those guys in jail? He just immediately leaves her when he gets out. So they're stupid. They're girls that get left already,
And
they're
speaking
thinking,
of holding it down,
and they think that matters. They think that they're dumb, and they think that like them being with the guy while he's like in prison is gonna like make them like a strong
She's
power
like,
couple.
I thought Stinky Boy loved me.
This stinky boy, how could you? Yeah, also a sociopath who obviously has no emotions or feelings. You're like, God.
No, I get that. When I watch that, I'm like, yeah, I get this.
But why though?
Because I do get his reasoning. If you have even a little bit of psychopathy, you think of every emotion as intellectualized as logic. Okay, so he thought, and my mom said it was impossible to punish when I was younger because I don't care about consequences. If I do the crime, I'm ready to do the time. Like already. Like if I used to be little, I would hit my brother and then put myself in timeout.
That's not the same thing as
Whoa.
cutting somebody's head and hands
No,
off.
but I'm not saying I'm not.
collecting?
No, it's not the same thing. But I'm saying when he was speaking on it, he was being like, "Well, I'm already caught, so let me just tell you what happened and be honest with you because you're gonna ask all the details anyway."
That makes sense.
He's already like, "I'm
He's a
caught. I'm
logical-
done.
yeah.
Like I'm cooked."
So funny though.
so let me work on these act outs. For
Yeah,
a couple of
yeah.
minutes.
He's like, and then he's like, "Well, now I'm gonna have fun with it." Like,
Yeah. God, man.
freak people out.
Dude. And then this goes out. So yesterday.
That's me on stage, by the way.
Just
I'm like, die. People
You
are like,
ruined the first
yeah.
one.
People are like, oh my god.
I think I don't know. That was insane. There was like 2 days where I feel like everybody was watching and seeing the same things because it was that serial killer, and then everyone was talking about the big three, Kendrick diss, and there was another thing that happened that everyone was talking about, but I forget. It was like about some singer, some bullshit.
We should restart the camera soon if we're gonna keep going.
Okay.
I wanted to talk to you about there's a show on Netflix, just 22 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll get this idea out and then I'll reset it. There's a show on Netflix called like Unsolved Mysteries. It's just Unsolved Mysteries.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah,
one
yeah.
on aliens,
Mm-hmm.
kind of mid. It's just a bunch of southern retarded people.
Okay.
They have one on ghosts, a ghost hotel, and they're like just every time, like you would put the water on the nightstand, and then you look over and you come back and the water's like 6 inches.
Don't get him started on ghost.
Yeah,
Busters
but then
or
the
whatever
third
the fuck.
one is downright disrespectful because the way they build it up is so in our town, we're a small, close knit town. We know everyone. We're family. You couldn't drive more than a couple blocks than someone waving at you because we were all familiar. And there was 5 kids. We all love them, but they were slow. And they were slow, and we treated them like everyone else. They were on basketball teams. The whole town loved them. They were so good to us. And then one day before
They
the
were on
biggest
basketball team.
before the biggest basketball game of their lives, all 5 of them, and they give backstories. One of them is a military guy. One of them is like just some neighbor. One's a janitor. But they're like before one of their big games, they went and drove on a road trip, and they got lost in the snow, and their car was left like 10 miles off the road, like into the woods. And then they found footsteps out in the woods 19 miles away from the car, but they don't understand how these 5 slow guys got that far out and were like, and also like just pretty much died. They're like, it's not possible. It doesn't make sense. Like, so we're like, and since all of them are like supernatural, I'm like, are you saying like the Bigfoot got him? Like the way they're talking about that. And, it gets down to they start finding the bodies. Like one of them's just in the middle of the woods. One of them that they did so bad on the search party was in, I think it was like 7 miles away from where they found one of the other bodies. It was in like this bunker where like if you're like in the woods, they have these bunkers where you could like food, resources, warmth. And they just start going in on them because they're like, it doesn't make sense because when they found them, all the lights were off. There was 2 open cans of crackers and they had frozen to death from hypothermia. But the problem is, in one of the unlocked drawers right next to it, there was about 8 months worth of food. and outside there was a light switch with propane so that they could stay warm. And she's basically moving around the subject of being like, I just don't understand how a normal thinking person doesn't make the correlation to eat the food or stay warm.
So they were just calling them retarded.
And then this is where
it sounds like the mystery has been solved.
This is where they really go in. So the brothers, they interview one of the brothers, and they're looking at it, and he goes, I can't even read this headline. And I think this is why they didn't find their bodies in time, because they just looked at them as a bunch of slow people. And the headline reads, found bodies of 5 missing slightly retarded guys. And there's about 5 or 6 different family members that are reading these things. He's like, yeah, man. It's like, why didn't they put 5-star athlete basketball players? And someone else going like, why didn't they put world's best janitor? And they're like, why are you calling them retarded? Stop calling them retarded. And that's the whole antithesis of the episode. But it's just so crazy. Oh, and then at one point, one of the ladies goes, yeah, man, like Matthias was with them, and God, they're going to hate me for saying this, but Matthias was a bully. And Matthias, they didn't like Matthias. And they would all talk shit about Matthias behind his back. And he had temper issues. And quite frankly, they were scared.
Wow.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that was my piece.
Was your whole piece?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Just recap of an episode?
That documentary is insane, man. Really good episode.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
I have anxiety about the
expecting that.
time,
Yeah,
so
no.
I'm.
You want to go reset it?
You start a new topic.
Do you guys want to? We do this thing from time to time called Beef of the Week.
Mhm.
You just pretty much say like something that you're starting. Yeah. You just pretty much say something that you have beef with, or like it doesn't have to be a person, doesn't have to be a specific thing. Something that
anything.
upsets you, like, and you would maybe a way to get rid of it or kill the beef.
I have a really dumb and significant one.
Okay, go.
I was on the plane and it was full, and there's this there's 2 of us left that had to put our carry-on overhead. So they're like, okay, like figure it out. So I see this small backpack that's taking up space, and I go to move it, and the lady's like, no. And I was like, she's like, there's an Xbox in there. And it's literally a backpack that can fit under your seat. And she was like, don't you move the Xbox. And I was like, fuck you, bitch, die.
For reals?
I didn't say fuck you, bitch, die, but I looked at her.
Stinky.
Yeah. I basically did that when I walked away. And that's the most recent
Wait,
beef
don't
I've
move
had.
that in there. There's a human head and hands. That guy should be on a reality show. The fucking human heads and hands guy.
Yeah.
No human heads in hand island.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, good.
God, man. I feel like, dude,
I would watch serial killers try to,
fuck.
yeah. I would
They're
watch that.
probably like, what they're into is like cutting. You ever
Okay, I
see
don't want to
those-
watch that.
You
I
ever
just want to
see-
watch
No,
them
I
like
don't-
Riz. I want serial killer Riz.
Serial killer is? It's like,
Yeah.
hey, can you help me fix my car? That's what serial killer is.
It's just down this alleyway
Yeah,
here.
exactly. Yeah, it's just behind these cameras. Can you just come over here and help me out? God, you know what? Here's a theory I have. I've brought this up a lot to you, but I think I've said it to you, but I don't think I've told you yet. I was saying how I think 2024 summer is gonna be equivalent to it's the new 2016. You know, everyone dick rides 2016 and said it was the best year of our lives. Black Beatles.
Yeah, but it's also like
It wasn't.
nobody felt that way in 2016. It's
It
always in
wasn't.
retrospect.
Yeah, but we haven't had another year like that in retrospect
For me,
in a while.
2018
2020.
was lit.
2020 was the
2018
Oh.
sickest.
Was it?
2020 did not.
2020
not
was
good.
great.
I didn't like
2020 was
2020.
sick, dude.
2018 for me was lit. 2019 probably.
2019
Yeah,
was
20. Yeah,
that was the beginning of the peak.
Yeah, I think so.
I had a great time during the pandemic.
Yeah,
Really? What,
same.
you
It was
broke your
awesome.
arm.
Nothing
No,
happened.
I broke my arm going into the pandemic. No, yeah, it was sick, dude. You just got
Yeah.
to sit, chillax.
Sitting
They're
is
just
nice.
boring. They're just like we
You
like,
like to
sitting
relax,
inside.
read a good book.
He
watch
beat
a
he beat
movie?
Pokemon and then cried. about
All of
it?
them?
You cried after you beat Pokemon?
I did.
He was really excited.
Yeah, that was honestly one of the best moments of my life.
Which Pokemon?
Heart Gold.
Oh.
It's the remake of the
Oh.
Gen 2 game. It doesn't.
That's the one
I
after.
beat Red, which is the final boss.
Okay.
Past the Elite Four, you rematch the Elite Four, you beat all 16 gym leaders, and then you face Red, who was the character you play in the first game. It's beautiful.
Okay, that is pretty beautiful. But you cried out of like finishing it, or cried because
I
I?
gotta admit, I
Joy.
wasn't on your side at first.
I cried tears of joy. I'd never beaten
Was-
a video game before.
Was that the
Not a
best?
single video game.
I'm terrible at video games.
Was that the
All of
best
them?
thing that happened to you in 2020 though? Because you said it was like a really good year.
That's one of the highlights. Yeah, for sure.
Because do you have a highlight or just nothing? You just sat
I
around.
broke my arm.
I mean,
How is
unemployment,
that a
bro.
highlight?
Oh, that
Because
is really good.
Unemployment was the
Yeah.
most money I've ever made.
Yeah.
All I
This
did
is
was
what's wrong with America.
Yeah.
all I did was eat weed, banana bread,
Ooh,
I
you
made
got
a
me
lot
with
of
that
that.
one.
and play Pokemon. I was watching Ingmar Bergman films.
And fuck.
Yeah, we had sex all the time.
Oh.
We lived with a racist magician,
Yeah.
Ooh,
And then yeah.
Pablo Pantaleon.
And-
No, this guy. I mean, his name was Dominic. I don't know. You're not gonna know him.
he
He's
was
not famous.
he was a alcoholic racist magician. For
and this
sure.
is when you first moved
That's
to
a
LA.
tough sell.
This is when we first moved to LA.
Yeah.
Imagine
How'd
showing up
you-
to
did you
parties,
know
hey,
beforehand?
guys, I don't know if they told you I'm the racist magician.
How'd you? So you
Watch me make all these black
hit him.
people
It was like
disappear.
Craigslist, and then he had a room available, and you moved in.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
What would he? Did you know he was racist immediately, or was there a moment?
No, he
No, we
kind
didn't
of
even
like,
know he was gonna live there until after we moved in.
Oh.
We
he
moved
was
in.
living in the living room.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
hmm
How was your rent? Like super cheap?
Yeah, it was like 850, 900.
What part of town?
Not that cheap.
It was a really bad part of town. It was literally next to a crack house. There was a shooting at 10 a.m.
It was like a mile from here.
Oh my god, 10 a.m.
A
is
mile from
bad.
here?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Oh, and they missed. They missed. They didn't shoot
Kill
the
anybody?
guy. No.
Drive-by shooting at 10 a.m. didn't hit a single person.
Yeah.
It's a warning.
And
It
then
might
the
have
day
been,
that we
yeah.
were flying to Boston to go home, we woke up to the crack house burning down. So we were like taking our bags, like hope our apartment's here when we get back.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You didn't try to move shit out
It
of
was the
town?
greatest year of my life.
Yeah. And then it was really
That's how
bad.
good Pokemon is.
It was
Yeah.
like drug dealers selling like crack in our apartment when their door was like off the hinges. It was
You
so
weren't
scary.
scared of the drug dealers?
We were scared.
They were scary.
We were scared.
Yeah, they're pretty scary.
I feel like I get
$800
pressed.
in rent is sick.
I feel like I get pressed a lot. I feel like if I was living next to a crack house, they'd
Think
be
about
like,
me.
"You get pressed a lot."
I mean, I was just like,
A
the
woman.
Oh,
guys
yeah.
were like,
Yeah.
guys were taking packages and coming upstairs and like looking for me.
Are you serious?
And the gay roommate, the guy,
Which is, I mean, honestly, that's pretty cool.
Wait, hold on. The
He's trying to- he's
magician
like,
was racist.
Hey,
and
I want to
gay?
make sure
No,
you get your
because-
package.
yeah.
There was the gay guy and then there
Okay.
was the-
Yeah, he was thoughtful.
Oh.
two different
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
it's
being
so grateful.
neighborly.
Mhm.
She just assumes it's everyone wants to rape me.
Yeah, yeah. What? You think everyone's gonna rape you?
I think most women have to
not
have
everyone. Do you think I think everyone's trying to rape me? What
Well,
type
it's
of
either
mental-
everything or
what type
nothing.
of
That's
mental
the way
illness
life
is
works. It's
that?
either all or nothing.
Yeah.
That would be crazy if that's like your.
What was the craziest thing that roommate did? Was there like a breaking point where you were
yes,
like, I'm done with
we
him?
were in San Diego, and we got about 70 or 80 calls from the racist magician at once.
I got the calls. by the
over
way.
and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And then the gay roommate sent us a video of the racist roommate banging on his door trying to get in, being like, "You think you're fucking tough?"
He's like, you think you're so cool because you're black. That's what he said.
he was like, "Oh, you think you're gangster?" Yeah.
And also,
was like
our
a-
roommate was like,
An effeminate gay guy.
who like loved anime.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
And
like,
was like
nah.
sweet.
Wait, so there was when did the black guy move? Was the black guy already moved in when you
He
guys
was
moved
the one
in?
on the lease.
Yeah.
Oh,
So who the
he-
fuck let the racist
Yeah.
magician stay there?
Fucking the gay guy did. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So
It was
was that
his-
when you dubbed him the
he
racist
didn't-
magician, or was he already
Yes.
doing race? Okay,
He was already
No.
doing magic.
which is
And
But
strike
that's when
one.
he realized, oh, he's a racist.
Yeah. He was giving us a lot of. He was trying to give us a lot of drugs. He was definitely addicted to drugs, and he was doing Uber Eats with the gay roommate, and they got too close.
Mhm.
Oh, you know what it is? I think the magician was starting to be gay and was starting to like struggle
Have
with
feelings for him.
that. Well, not even have feelings, but like he was struggling with the idea that he was like maybe gay, and
Maybe that's why I'm
was taking it out
racist.
on the-
Well, also,
Because
can I
you're gay?
say?
Because I'm gay. That's why I'm racist.
Oh, that's every
because
racist
I'm
person is just
gay.
gay.
Maybe,
Oh,
dude.
But
I'm racist, and that's why I think everyone's trying to rape me.
The key to life is just either being gay or racist.
Yeah,
You
have to
gotta pick one.
I'm
Pick
gay.
one. Gay?
Yeah,
I guess
what do
gay.
you pick?
I guess I gotta go gay.
What do
Yeah,
you mean
don't
you
wanna be
can't?
gay.
You have
guys
to.
can't. You guys aren't. You can't
you're-
just claim
you
gay.
can do diplomatic
Well, no, dude, I
answers.
didn't
I guess
choose
I'm
gay.
okay. Oh,
I
if
didn't
I'm
choose gay.
if
Gay
I'm
chose me.
picking gay, if I'm picking gay, if what I'm perceived as racist.
That's what I'm saying. Perceived as.
Perceived.
I gotta be
Yeah.
honest. I've been
This is
perceived
some
gay numerous times.
I think you could be gay and racist perception.
This is some fucking Mexican shit right here, dude. Some faggy Mexican shit. Clip that.
Gay and racist.
Clip
that. Clip gay. We're all gay and racist. What are you think you're gangster? Clip it. Do you guys still talk to the gay roommate?
No, he got mad at us. He got upset with us because he wanted
you
to be
guys were white?
closer, and we didn't like reach out ourselves, and so he would like run into us in Koreatown, and then eventually just like stopped like talking to us.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, he was just.
He was just like kind of lonely and like, yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
God,
making it sad now. Sorry.
Yeah.
no, it's not sad. It's not sad.
Where'd you guys
It
live
is,
after
no,
that?
it's a
What was the timeline until you guys got in here? Because here's nice.
We were only there for
We were there
8
for, like, a
months.
year,
Cameron
yeah.
found this place.
Nice.
We got kicked out of the other place
Oh,
because the guy was just like, it's too much. He didn't want to have roommates. He said his sister was moving in, but she wasn't.
Does
so
he
he
still
gave us
live
2
there?
months. I don't know, maybe.
Right.
So
That was the best thing that
what's
could've
crazy
happened.
is he kicked you guys out before he kicked the racist magician.
No.
No.
The racist magician left finally. We had the living room back. That was great. And then eventually our roommate was just kind of like, he lived with us and we're like very close. And I think he felt like it wasn't his space anymore.
yeah, that's the problem.
We were too racist and he was too gay. And it just, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
clash.
You can't mix the two.
Yeah.
You can't mix it. It's like oil and vinegar.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, everyone hates magicians.
Yeah.
So we all bonded on that.
Yeah.
We're like, well, fuck it.
Crackhead racist magicians.
Yeah.
Because the crackhead magician part is always going to beat the racist. Because then you can't even move.
He was like one of the most retarded out of town people that would like come from like wherever his hometown was.
Like
and he'd
Seattle
be like,
or something.
guess what? Went down Rodeo Drive today. just like drove down it and we're like, okay, and he's like, and he had like trash in his car that he like found from the side of the street there, and he was
People
like,
do
just
that-
came back with this.
It's one thing though, because this is like LA, and LA is worldwide. People do that in San Diego.
And so dumb.
And we're like, I went to
Guess what?
that Belmont Park today.
Well, I kind of
You're
like
like,
Belmont
okay.
Nice
Park,
cool.
actually.
He's like, don't talk shit about
Wait,
me.
hold on.
San Diego's literally a tourist destination.
Here's why
So
I
what are you
can't
talking about?
talk.
Tourist is LA though.
Here's why I can't talk. Because you know what I did during 2020 is I would be like, fuck, man, I need to go for a drive. So I would drive all the way up to Del Mar, and there's a huge hill when you get off the freeway where it's just hill, and then it's like a mountain of water. It looks like it's just going out, obviously, but it looks like it's going up. So as you're coming down, you're like, whoa.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
so
It's really
I-
pretty. Yeah.
Exactly. So I would do that, and I would just like sometimes my roommate would come with me, and I'd be like, it doesn't get any better than this, and he'd go like, you fucking live here.
Yeah.
This is usual for you. But so I still get shocked or like what is
You don't
in
live
awe.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, in awe. I'm like,
That's
dude,
like where
this is,
Emily Ratajkowski's from.
yeah. Oh my god, Emily Ratajkowski.
You're from like, where are you from in San Diego?
Logan
Ugh.
Heights.
Gross. No water there. Oh, Cameron used to have this bit about how you know if you're in a good neighborhood of San Diego based on how many seals are there or something.
Yeah. There's no
Yeah.
seal, dude. One time we had a dolphin, and they had to get it out because they're like, it's gonna die. Here.
Exactly.
There's too much oil.
They're gonna stab this
I
dolphin.
where I live in San Diego. It's the most carbon dioxide in the air.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
the most
Hell yeah,
polluted air
dude.
anywhere
Let's
else in the
go.
world. We were
It's, if you're born there, you actually get Mexican residency.
polluted air. All of us were eating lead candy.
Is that what's in
Nobody
Mexican
got
candy?
tummy time.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
I
isn't
love
it?
Mexican candy.
And
There's
it's all
in
lead.
it?
It's all
Yeah,
lead.
it's all lead.
Bro,
No,
they
it's
took
not.
they took the lead out. They took the lead out.
When? What year?
Like 20
28,
yeah.
29.
Yeah.
2009?
Yeah.
29?
Is this real? Is this
29.
real?
28, 29.
I'm not from
No,
San Diego.
I'm not joking.
Is
I'm not
this
joking.
real?
Because I remember
Yes, it's real.
because here's when the big
They're kind
debacle
of
went.
talking bad
At the
candy.
lunch
It's fine candy.
at the lunch tables.
But there was lead in it.
No, there's still
In
lead.
our
We
childhood.
brought it back. Well, listen, let me
We
tell you.
brought it back?
So we're at the tables and we're like, dude, you know what I noticed is there is the Tosties, which is there's Tostitos chips, but they're the Tosties, the spicy ones, like the hot Cheeto equivalent of Tosties. They're like, yeah, they're puffy now. And we would ask the 6 to 6 teachers, which was a white lady, and she goes, yes, they passed something, 6 to 6 prime time, the after school program. That lady would be like, no, they passed something recently. They can't have lead in the chips. There's a certain amount, and it's like they were breaking it, so it's all changed.
Wait.
And we threw a fit. We were like, none of us are buying it. We're all boycotting
Because you
it.
couldn't taste
We
lead
liked
anymore?
Yes,
lead.
it tasted bad. And then when we brought it back, bro, one kid was like, no, you don't understand. That's our culture. We love lead. And the teacher was like, and she pulled out a lead pencil and was like, this is lead. This is poisonous for you. You guys shouldn't even be using this. And he goes, I'll eat that right now. And he pushes up the lead, breaks it. And she goes, eat it then. And he does, and goes,
First of all, that's not even lead, it's graphite.
graphite.
So
Yeah, I
this
was
bitch
gonna
is
say
stupid. She doesn't even know what she's talking about.
Well,
Also,
see,
good move on the kid's part because he probably knew it was graphite. He
Yeah.
just doubled down.
no, well, he was just thinking with
He was-
lead.
he was
had lead
hungry.
head. He just, yeah, exactly.
He
He
had
missed
lead
it.
head.
He heard that and
They
was
don't
like,
have
hold
much-
on.
They don't have much in Logan.
Yeah, we don't, bro.
Yo.
God, man. There's no loyalty to
No, go on.
There's no loyalty to like San Diego. I feel like everybody
not
likes
true.
San Diego. No, everyone likes San Diego, but they like a part of San Diego. Nobody likes San Diego as a whole. They go like, I want the beach. I
But
want
that's how it is even
the.
if you live there.
I
If you live in
defend San Diego. I'm right now in a conversation with people from San Diego. I will shit on it, but anywhere else I am, I'll always defend San
It's
Diego.
amazing, but I feel like when you here's the thing: you retire in San Diego, you go chill. San Diego is the side chick.
Yeah.
San Diego's the
No,
side
it's more
chick.
like the
No.
second hotter wife.
Yes, yes. But the thing is with LA and like New York, those are the places it's like,
I
I'm gonna
think-
have fun here, but this is forever. Like when
think those
people
other
small town go, that's where they go.
To me, San Diego's like the main wife that you didn't think was the wife because you were having fun chasing the hot side chick. And then you come back to the main wife and you're like, oh, you know what? This is what I needed.
Because you underestimated.
Because you underestimated it.
He hates
Yeah.
his hometown.
It's not that I hate it. It's just like I'm a kid.
Yeah,
I
but
grew
you're
up
always
there.
gonna sleep on your
What
own
part of
where
town are
you're
you
from.
from?
I'm from Chula Vista.
The Chula Vista sucks.
Yeah, it does. I live there too. It sucks there.
Yeah.
Bro, tell
It
them about
sucks
the
where
water.
you.
Lemon Grove,
no,
bruh.
it sucks where you're
You
from.
got Rob
It
Stone.
sucks where you're from, and it sucks where you're from.
Well, at least you got
Rob
Rob
Stone.
Stone.
Nice part of Chula Vista. I don't.
I lived
you
in
do live
Otay
the-
Ranch
Yeah, no, you live in the
too.
nice part. I've been to you. It's very nice.
I
you have a
live
beautiful
there.
home.
We didn't have lead.
No,
Yeah.
but you also don't have fucking water either.
You guys also
What?
have.
You don't have seals. There's definitely no seals there.
Oh,
You guys have
True.
shit beach.
Oh, Imperial Beach.
Yeah.
That's not Chula Vista. That's IB.
I liked
That's shit
Imperial
beach.
Beach as much as people shit on it. I
I
was
know-
like,
I still
actually
went there,
like
yeah.
fucking like it here a lot because I live there too.
It's a pretty
like the
cool like
pier.
neighborhood. The good food. It's developing right now.
No one's really there. I live 2 blocks from the beach. It
It
was
smells like
amazing.
shit all the time.
Yeah,
but it's a good
They're
spot.
they're guarding it from illegal immigrants all the time. They have
Yeah.
like drones and
The other
shit
day-
trying to make sure people don't swim
the other
over.
day in the news, it was news that like 30 immigrants got injured just falling off the top of the fence in one day. The next day, like everyone's like, "This is terrible. We need to stop this." Not even a week later, 2 died
From falling off the fence.
It's like
How
did
high
no
is
one-
the fence?
It's like 30 feet.
Pretty high.
fence is 30.
It kind of makes you think like
The
what
big-
mankind went through.
It's almost
which
like
is
it's
more
a. It's
impressive.
almost,
Whoa.
it's
Now
almost
this
like
is what
it's
we
a
should be
wall.
talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. They won't get it
It
at
is a
all.
wall.
Yeah.
It's
They
almost
won't
like
get it at
there's
all.
already a wall that they keep falling off.
You know what sucks is you know what I think my theory will be? I don't think they'll ever like wrestling, but I think they'll be like, oh, I have to know. It's in the zeitgeist.
It's not that I
I
don't
The
like
same-
it.
She knows.
I know
Here's the
everything.
thing.
She's
It's-
been to Mania.
I know a lot of stuff.
I've only been to one.
I
Mania.
know more than I would like to. About
It's not that
wrestling.
But you
don't
should.
like
But I
it.
think there'll be a point where you're like,
It's
oh well,
just so
obviously.
much.
I
It's like trying to read Dune. It's like I'm not gonna.
I know
learn
it is.
the-
It is.
It is like trying, but also
Also,
Dune's great.
I don't know about you.
You should reread.
I was
It's
also-
like trying to play Pokemon. It's like because you got to learn what each one does. You got to learn how to do each thing, and then you have to read about it.
Yeah.
What a-
Yeah.
Well, we're the type of nerds because there's video game. Well, I was video game and wrestling. I was never really superheroes
But-
comic, but I was like lightweight in it.
But
Like,
most sports, you get a box score at the end of the day. No matter what, you see what happened. You see who struck out or who scored a touchdown, who did what. At the end of the day, it's always going to be on paper facts. Wrestling, I got to learn who talked to who the wrong way. You can't put that on paper.
Bro,
Well, yeah, but
you'll
you-
figure it out.
yeah,
dude.
yeah, it's pretty fast. Also, they're very obvious with it.
Yeah, they're
The way
like,
that we talk.
You talk shit to me.
Yeah, exactly. They'll be
And
like,
they're
"You fucked my girlfriend."
retarded.
Like that's
It's
the
retarded.
storyline.
I'm telling you, I don't hate it. I'm just not going to keep up with
You know what's crazy?
dudes beefing.
I think wrestling fans are the most understanding people ever because the
Oh
amount of
my
shit I
God.
hear from other people
don't
about
hate it.
bro.
I'm not-
Here's
no
you know
one's
what's
shitting
for
on it.
example, right? I've never, and this is a direct quote. I have never shit on like Drag Race, reality
Okay.
TV,
Yo, for real.
cooking shows,
This is a good point.
gay music.
I don't know how they're calling me
No, no,
racist.
any-
I've never once said anything about those.
You can look up any sort of anytime I've talked to someone, there will never be anything that's not fabricated about me where I openly shit on something just because it's weird out there. And I think that's because of
I have something to say.
I'm not
actually.
shitting on wrestling. It's just hard
Okay.
to follow.
I'm not attacking it in a way that's even like illogical. I'll be like, this is objectively stupid on purpose.
Check
Stupid.
the camera.
Poop. You're not
camera.
gonna.
The camera though.
It's dumb on purpose.
sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's part of the beauty of it.
Okay, but I'm just
Whatever.
I'm just like, that's really fucking stupid. And then you agree with me and it's funny.
Yeah, but you got to enjoy the circus.
But the thing is, your commentary that you're doing is like history commentating based on the fact that you love it. And my commentary is like, that was really fucking stupid. But it doesn't mean like I'm hating on it.
No, but you are a hater though. And I think, Carlos, you bring up a really good point. Whereas like, I think when you're a wrestling fan past the age of like maybe 8,
maybe 6 years old, maybe past the age where you stop getting a make-a-wish.
If you don't have an extra chromosome, then yeah.
Yeah. It's like once you start learning like cursive and division and stuff, that's when people are like, you like wrestling?
Yeah.
First of all, it's a thing that we all liked.
Yes.
Until then, and then you hit like I said, like 8, and then everyone's like, "You're a fucking moron. You're a piece of shit. It's fake. You
guys
don't
had
know
bad
anything."
friends.
No one
You
said
guys had
you're a
really
piece of
bad
shit.
friends.
So that's why
you guys had bad
we're
friends.
more empathetic.
Yes, we grew empathy better. Because you know, dude, you know what
you
Joe
got
Rogan
bullied?
said? No, you know what Joe Rogan said? You know what Joe Rogan said?
You know what Joe Rogan
You know
said?
what our
Diego?
prophet Joe Rogan
No, you know what
said?
Joe Rogan said? So Joe Rogan, and this was like before he interviewed Kurt Angle and Undertaker, which is like, but he's talking to Tony Hinchcliffe, and Tony's talking about wrestling. He goes, well, no, there's some stuff about, wrestling that would just blow your head back. Like, so many wrestling fans are in awe when certain things happen. And he goes, you know what else would blow their mind? A simple fucking card trick. And I haven't let that go ever since I heard that. Because I was like, Joe, what the fuck? I was like, you're talking about like all these other stupid shit that he still believes in Bigfoot. We know the guy whose grandpa invented Bigfoot. This is a fact, by the way. I've seen the stuff. I've seen it.
I believe that you know that guy, by the way. You don't
know
have
him
to.
personally?
I'll tell you his name. We're gonna bleep out his name. We're gonna bleep out his name. Austin
Trefley.
Trefley. Austin Trefley. The hot guy. His grandpa.
He's not that hot. By
Whoa.
the way.
He's
Yeah,
a hot
also-
guy. Whoa. He's
We got a hot
headlining.
guy.
He's headlining the hot guy.
Well,
Diego and
you
him
know,
are co-headlining the hot guy party.
Rumor has it that it's actually a normal guy in a hot guy suit walking around with a blurry picture. So we don't know if he's a hot guy.
Okay, wait. I do want you to finish this point. So you can bleep out his name or whatever, but this guy
Invented Bigfoot.
he's saying his grandpa
No,
invented.
it's facts. It's facts.
Yeah,
because
what do you mean
there's
it's
a
facts?
We have the
museum.
original picture.
No, listen. So there's a museum in Sweden
Okay.
that owns the original suit, the footprints, because he made it. Like this is all like documented. He made it in the small, even like
photograph
where they
it.
filmed it. Yeah, he has the exact location because they have pictures of where they took it, like without the Bigfoot suit. They have it's all beaten up, but he cannot own something with like. What mythos, whatever the fuck, it's not like Marvel where you
Yeah.
can own
You
the
can't
property of it,
yeah.
trademark it.
Yeah.
Because also that gives it away that it's fake. So all the popularity and the rise of it, he could have never claimed it, but he has proof of it because this is the timeline. He has facts and stuff that like backs it up.
This
And
is
now
the
it's
same
in.
guy whose grandma went out with Willie Nelson, and Willie Nelson gave them free tickets. No. I'm saying
mean-
like this.
Sounds like this guy's a liar.
No.
I don't know, but I believe the Bigfoot thing.
But you don't
I
believe
don't
the
know.
Willie Nelson
Did you
thing?
Google
No,
it?
no.
No, he's Googled it. He's been like,
Okay.
I've seen these things at my house. The name of the person that donated it to that museum is his grandpa.
So people can reverse search guy who invented Bigfoot and then just find out. who
Yeah.
you're
Also,
talking
yeah.
about.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I never shit on him. Like I don't shit on Bigfoot people. And Joe
Okay,
Rogan believes in Bigfoot.
But the thing is, you definitely have called something retarded.
I have, but I
Those
never.
four
What,
kids
do you,
that went
what are we
missing?
talking about?
I never.
It's
'cause-
fun to call stuff retarded. Rogan liked to call wrestling retarded, and you're just mad about it.
No. Here's my thing. I don't immediately think. Well, because it's a different kind.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different kind because the way they view us is disabled.
What?
Actually retarded.
Yeah,
So you're
they
saying
legit
it's
go-
no,
like,
that's crazy.
I'm not joking. The
I
way.
mean-
No, genuinely.
I
No,
mean,
thank you. You don't hear.
Also, to be fair, a lot of wrestling fans
are
are.
people? Oh my god, we were
mentally
sitting next to a guy who is a Down syndrome influencer for wrestling.
Yeah.
Like he's really
At
famous.
Mania,
Good guy,
at
he's a good guy.
WrestleMania,
And
he was sitting right in front of us.
His family was like trying to force him to get fucked up to do crazier shit.
Bro, they were
they were
like
giving him
they were like
drinks.
They were
making
giving
him
him
drink
drinks.
beer
Oh,
yeah,
I think I've
so that
seen
he
this
would be
bit.
like, whoa.
because he wasn't the first night of Mania. He was into it. He was lively. Second night, a little tired,
Yeah,
a little sleepy. You know what I mean? Kind of
Hungover.
Kind of blew his load on the
Yeah,
first night
yeah.
a little bit.
they
And
didn't got enough
and they were
content.
like, but yeah, and his sisters kept filming him, like and trying to be like, come on, do some
Do some Down syndrome
disabled stuff.
The sisters clearly aren't wrestling fans because it's so
No.
easy to tell when shit's about to like happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get the
exactly.
camera ready.
They're on their phones the whole time. They don't give a fuck.
Mhm.
They're there for the
They
clout.
had better seats than us by like fucking 3 or 4 rows.
I know who you're talking about exactly. I actually kind of like.
He's
that guy.
cool.
No,
I
he's
love
a
that
cool guy.
We
He's
know,
awesome,
but that's
man.
the thing is, we were already a fan of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, it's that
like,
guy.
there he
And then we're like,
is.
what the fuck?
Dude, do you guys know?
And then
who-
they were like, come on, drink
They
your
were like-
beer.
You were mad that
That's
Drink your
crazy.
beer.
you guys were mad that the
They're
wrestling influencer was equally as manufactured as wrestling.
No.
is?
What the thing that we get mad
No.
at is that people take their disabled
Okay.
family member
Now
and
it
just
sounds like
use
that.
them for clout and
Yeah,
make
yeah,
all
that's
the
bad.
money
That's
off
not
of
good.
them. And they're not
Yeah.
controlling the
Sketch.
bank account.
Because I
What
have
about
a
sketch?
disabled family member, and I don't get any clout off him, dude. That's
he
fuck-
doesn't talk.
Yeah, and it's like,
Do you guys have a fucking? Have you guys heard of World of T-shirts? Do you know what
Yeah.
it is? That there's
He's not
a,
disabled, though.
No, yeah, he's severely autistic.
Oh, I thought that he was a regular guy that was an alcoholic.
No, so he started off autistic, and then
Okay.
there was an influencer that was like, he's saying crazy stuff, he's wacky, and he would film him.
Okay.
And then he was like, we're gonna get fucked up. And he started realizing the more he would give him alcohol, the more he would get crazy. But now to the point, he's straight up just an alcoholic.
He's a crazy
autistic guy.
alcoholic.
But he's
Wow.
in the
has
cities
so
of
many
New York.
followers.
The cities of New York, like pushing people, going,
Yeah.
like
He's doing like a Jeff
yelling
does.
crazy shit to them, being very
We got like 5 minutes.
confrontational. Here, I already said.
Okay.
I don't
Wait,
know if we have
again?
room on the SD card.
Oh, we don't.
We should just end.
Well, let's end.
we're just getting going.
Yeah, we're the last 5 podcasts.
We're just starting to cook.
We do need to talk to John. Have it once a week. The last 5.
The
Or not once a week. Once a month.
We have
What are you talking about?
legit have
Do
5
you remember the
minutes.
last 5?
The last 5 of the radio show that we all did, the last 5 minutes we were cooking.
Oh,
Most of the time,
oh,
bad.
The rest of it, unlistenable.
Yeah, but that last 5, I was like, bro, it was like watching Magic Johnson.
Behind the back.
Yeah, you're like, holy shit.
No look
Yeah.
past.
Like, dude, that's one of those moments where you're like, as you're saying something or hearing someone say it, you're like, what the fuck? No
Okay,
look
real
past.
quick, by the way, while we're talking about football fans are way more mentally disabled than wrestling fans.
if you're a big fan of anything, you have a little mental.
You like
Can I
baseball?
say?
Yeah.
I can't even watch football. I can watch wrestling sometimes.
Okay.
Because it's
Well, 'cause the girls.
guys. I'm not
No?
knocking
Oh.
wrestling. No one's knocking wrestling. We're just saying it's hard to follow.
No,
It's not hard to follow
It's
at
honestly
all.
not.
They spell it out for you literally
Yeah.
every single week.
My
They're like-
problem. My problem.
it's like Dragon Ball Z. We're like, last time on Dragon Ball.
Mhm.
Well, first of all, I don't like any violence. So good luck finding a lot of stuff
Oh.
I don't like. I don't like violence, even if it's fake.
Lame.
Mm.
And that's when we like to take this moment of the podcast to
We do
point
good-
your attention to what's happening out in the Middle East. You know, a lot of good Americans are.
Oh my god! I thought you were going to talk
Imagine.
about hitting women.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not the
really?
Middle
That's where-
East.
That's where you
Should we
thought he
do
was going?
good news, bad news?
Oh yeah, good news, bad news. Before we get out here,
I forget what that is.
So good news, bad news is our segment where we just like to say, we'll give you a topic. You don't have to explain. You can if you'd like. We don't have time to, and just say whether it's good news, bad news.
All right.
For example,
Rapid fire?
Yeah, wrestling.
Good news.
Good
Took
news.
a second.
Good
That was
news. Well, I'm confused
Okay,
at what
okay,
the fuck this segment
okay.
is.
Yeah, you just give good news,
we
bad
just
news.
tell
Okay.
you things. Good news, bad news.
All right.
It's good or worse.
And we don't elaborate at all? I just
You
say.
can.
Okay. This is a dumbass fucking segment.
No, it's fine. Dude, you don't
It's a good
understand?
segment. It's
We've
a good
had our
segment.
most major highlights with good news, bad news.
Okay.
Okay, go throw on one.
Michael Jackson. I'm giving you easy to start off.
Bad news.
Bad news, bad
He's
news.
dead.
Michael
Rest
Jackson
in
doing the
peace.
moonwalk for the first time.
That was good news. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, Kendrick beef.
This is good news.
I don't know what that is.
The
I
Kendrick
think-
beef he dissed.
I don't
Drake
know
and
about
J.
it.
Cole? Whoa.
I mean, it's bad news because
Is it old?
I don't think we're gonna get that
No, it just
Kendrick
happened.
Cole album that everyone's been.
I think
been
it was fake.
buzzing
For
for a long
10
time.
years.
Yeah, but I
That
think
was
it's
never gonna happen.
I think it's good news because, well, one, people are just talking about hip hop. Well, I mean, it's people are always talking about hip hop.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Now.
It's just good, man. I like that people like hip hop is supposed to have that. Hip hop is like professional wrestling
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the sense that it's like, fuck you, I'm the best that's ever done this,
Mhm.
and like you don't really get that in most other
No.
things.
No.
I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah.
so good news.
No, you give one.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
Um,
news.
A human head and hands.
Good news.
Well, would you defend your kid if you found human head and hands? in
Of
his-
course.
Defend them. What do you mean defend them?
course.
They're
Like,
going
would
to
you
jail.
like they immediately call the
They're
oh,
going
cops?
to jail.
hide it. You mean hide it and not
Yeah,
call
would you
cops.
hide it and try to? Because at least I don't.
No, because then you got to sleep
He's
with that
so
asshole.
no,
No.
he's so unself-aware. I feel like if you were like, "Do you want to kill me?" He'd be like, "Sometimes I do." Like he would do that. He would be like, "Well, when you make me eat my veggies, my knife hand twitches a little bit." Or also, he would give it away because if you outside, you lock your door and you hear stinky, stinky, stinky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a call from Carlos in 20 years like, Hey man, I don't know. I've been hearing some weird noises from little Carlos.
I would, because I always thought I would protect my
Little
kid.
Carlos.
He's gonna name his kid Carlos.
Littler Carlos.
I don't know what I'd name my kid. I know I'm gonna name him Quattro. He would be the fourth Carlos.
Quattro.
Again,
Okay.
Quattro is
dude. Quattro's up there practicing with his knife.
Quattro's
again. I
so
don't know what
dope.
this
Nobody
means.
convinced me otherwise. Quattro's
His name
one of
is
the dopest.
4?
Yeah,
Quattro's Figueroa.
Quattro. You don't think Quattro's a dope ass?
And
name?
that's why we want to celebrate episode 40, guys.
Mhm.
We should
Alright,
have got 40s.
Yeah,
get
we should
outta
have
here.
40s. All right, guys, keep
Should we
it
do
going.
again.
Let's do it. Let's run it back.
We'll do
that was
another one.
bad.
This was fun.
That was good.
I had
Oh, I
fun
mean, that
with
was good. That was really good.
I liked it a lot.
Diego?
I bombed a few
Good
times.
news, bad news. Episode 40. Good news, bad news.
Bad news. Bad news. We worked it up in my head.
Yeah,
I had a
sorry.
great time. Oh, so by the way, guys, Chooch is coming back. She's back from vacation.
She's coming back. Episode. Are we gonna say which episode?
We don't know yet.
Episode 44.
44.
Well, this is the 10 episode run where we have to every episode special.
Yeah.
Click, clack.
It had its moments.
4 people's hard.
Yeah. Especially when not everyone has headphones. Because everyone's.
At one point, Carlos and I were having a conversation while you guys were having a conversation.
Well, here's what I liked about there was multiple parts that were really funny where we all